Hey, hey, I've been jamming back here. It's a lazy Saturday night. I don't know. I like the music. I don't know about you. That was nice. I'll turn it off. But hey, hey, welcome to Grace and Fire. It is lazy Saturday night chat. I am so thankful to each and every single one of you guys for joining in tonight. Um, this has been a fun-filled weekend. Of course, it's also Memorial Day where we honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and those who have served this country that have gone on, have passed away. So we honor our armed forces or our veterans in this weekend with Memorial Day. I come from a long line of American heroes, as I like to say, generations and generations back. We have just about every branch of the military represented in the family, except for the Space Force and the Coast Guard. So I know what it means to serve this country, and I understand what the sacrifice looks like from a personal perspective as a former military spouse. Now, my husband is a veteran. So, to all of our military, thank you for your service and sacrifice for this country, and those of you guys going out on Monday. To take time to say thank you. I think it's so important. Be thinking of our veterans because on Monday, a lot of our veterans are thinking of the ones that they lost their combat buddies. So just be thinking of them this weekend. Sir Grace and I have been to Arlington National Cemetery, and it's probably one of the most humble places I've ever been. Words were just, it's hard to describe going into that cemetery. But my first time I went in, I was by myself. I was with the foundation that I volunteer for, and I had a few moments and a list of people that had friends that were buried there. And I just kind of I didn't get to go tour Arlington at that time because I was just really on a mission. And so I ran into Section 60. If you are familiar with the different sections of Arlington, that's where friends of friends were buried at. So I wanted to make sure took their picture and took time to say their name out loud and honor their service and sacrifice. But when I was there, I also met a Gold Star mom, and she had spread her blanket out, and she had lost her son in combat. And let me tell you, that moment has never left me. It has now been 10 years. And I think about this mama all the time, and all of the mamas that have lost their loved one. There's just no words to describe it. And then, like I said, I took Sir Grace. We went in December again, same organization. But I wanted to take my time to say thank you to an Air Force airman that quite literally saved my life. He helped me. I wish he was alive for me to say thank you to him, but I had to go pay my respects. I had a tumor taken out, the same tumor that he had that ultimately cost his life. And because he had shared his journey with me and his story, I went in and said, take the tumor out. It's a one that grows inside the bone. It's called chondrosarcoma. And I am now 4 years post-surgery. This November, I go in, and I'm praying that it's my last visit with the orthopedic oncologist. But they've been following me with x-rays. But it is because of this airman who's buried at Arlington National Cemetery that I am still here. So I got to go pay my respects to him. And then we did a walk around Arlington. I actually had time to go to walk. And Sir Grace was like, yeah, let's walk this. So we went to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and paid our respects there, and then went around to different places around Arlington just to soak it in. And wow, what a it's holy ground. It's really hard to describe if you've never been to Arlington. It's just really hard to describe because we were both lost for words the day that we went, except for all I could say to my airman that saved my life was thank you so much. So anyhow, on to other news. We have sent, speaking of Military Appreciation Month, I have a loved one that joined the Army, and I couldn't be much more prouder of him. And for those of you guys that saw the practical joke with my mother with all those Jesus figurines and the ducks, let's just say mom went out of town. If you follow the Ann Lynn show, you know that the two of them went to Gatlinburg. And while they were gone, my sweet family member who joined the military said, can I play a joke on her? And I went, yes. No video, because he is a private person, and also because I'm very protective of him, especially joining the military. But what I will share is that he hid rubber duckies around her house, and it was he had left a riddle to say where each of these are at, and he left pictures of himself, some of them like this, and some of them just smiling. And she has begun to find some of those photos. I don't know about the rubber duckies. I think she found one. But the funniest part about the whole deal was he left her with a 5-foot blow up rubber ducky that has lights in it. And so as she walked into her house, all the lights were off and this thing was lit up. And what's even funnier is Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave told my mom, oh no, Glenda's up to something again. She did it again. She struck, and it wasn't me this time. But I helped this loved one set everything up the day before he left out for basic training, and we struck again. And she's home, so she's having fun finding things. So it has been so much fun. And then I had a high school graduation to go to, and again, proud auntie. And so yeah, but before I get too far, and I want to see who's in the house, and Restream did not share this, but I can tell you it was Joey from Joe Fix It For You, and he was thanking Sir Grace for his service and sacrifice to this country. And what I'm going to say to Joey and Ginger, you guys are a military family with your loved one serving right now, and thank you for supporting her as she serves our country. So hats off to you guys as a family. And the next in was Rebecca, and I don't know if she's back, but she was here. So hey, Rebecca, thank you for coming in. And now we're going to get into what Restream is going to show, and that is Ginger from Not For Nothing Homestead. Hey girl, thank you so much for being here. And then next in we have the beautiful Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. Hey. And then I see my beautiful Aunt Lynn, who knows all about this fun prank that I did. It will not go on YouTube. There is a video, so I should back up. It will not go on YouTube, but she did get to see the private video because it was made for my mom. So I know she got a good laugh out of that one, but I just helped. I just opened the door and I'm like, go for it, so yeah, she got to see it. So she can vouch that it was pretty funny. And then let me see, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Let's see here. I'll be lurking is what Tiffany said. Not a problem, Tiffany. I totally get it. I get busy too, and I will often podcast style as I'm working, and then I forget to go into the chat. So no problem. Lurk away. I appreciate you, girl. And then Joey is, excuse me, back, and he's saying hi to his beautiful wife. by saying, "Hi, Ginger." They're probably like right across from each other, looking at each other on the phone. That's what I imagine, or at least that's what my husband and I do when we're saying hi to each other. We're literally in the living room. We can look at each other and say hi, but we're doing it in chat. Oh, how fun. Oh, and then Scotty's here. Hey, Scotty, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Oh, and then she finally said, "Hi, Glenda at Grace and Fire." Well, hey, hey, I'm glad you're here. Oh, and then we have the beautiful Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hey, girl, I'm so glad you're here. Hope you're having a good weekend. And then, yes, the bandit struck again. Ha 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 ha. But the thing is, I told him, I said, that means with us all going to Alaska, I suspect my mom is going to try to get me back because I did one prank and then I helped two more people do pranks. So this is Nick's number 3. So I made a special request with the one that just did the most recent prank. I just said, please just do me a favor, hands off the chickens because I don't want them getting hurt and they're very sensitive and biosecurity is a thing. So please hands off with the chickens. So that's my request. So Aunt Lynn, you heard that. Okay. And you are so welcome. I understand what it means as a military family, how we all just love and support one another. And I get it, girl. And I have to tell you, I still have my Nisi shirt and I rock it, but let me tell you, it's a big balloon now. So I gotta seriously start ordering shirts. And I got my the first one that's going to be sized down is the one that I won last week for that was from Jesse and Lisa, and it just so happens to be Joey. It's the Doge shirt, so I'm getting that, and I'm super excited about it because yeah, it's really weird saying that I have like these clothes are getting so big, but that's really what's happening. I was telling my mom I've never been um, I've put size 12 pants on before, but I've never had a 10, and I suspect I could put a 10 on now. Would I wear it out and about? Maybe not. Just because you can wear it doesn't always mean you should. But I'm getting close to that, and it's really odd to me. And then buying size mediums, that's weird too. So we're getting there. Oh, Jesse is in the house. He said, "Hello, everybody." Hey, Jesse, I'm so glad you're here. And I don't have it on my computer, but thank you so much for sending me over the link for all of the commands for the Apple, for the MacBooks. It came in today and I just haven't had a chance to open the package and put it on. I have been super, super busy, and I'll show you what I've been busy with in a minute. I've got it just sitting right here. It's not done, but you can see what I've been up to. So thank you so much for being in here. And then, oh, Cynthia's here. Hey, Cynthia. It's late at night for you, but I am so glad you are here. Thank you so much. I am going to rock that Doe shirt like a boss. I'm going to rock it in the gym. You just wait. I'm going to go in because that's where I wore my Nisi shirt. And I had a lot of people stop me in the gym asking me about the shirt. And it's been so much fun to share the history of it with Mickey designing it and how that it supports Nisi and, just of that encouragement and for your family too. And so, yeah, I love it. But girl, that thing is so big. Maybe I got to start working on the muscles to fill that shirt out, right? I don't know if Sir Grace would want that. But Sir Grace has also been on a journey himself, and he's lost about 60 pounds. Of course, he was ill and he lost a little bit too much. So he's right now working on gaining. Oh, that must be so hard. Got to gain the weight. So he is actually, he can put on his military uniform and it's just slightly big on him right now. And that's from when he got out of the service. He said he weighs what he did when he was in basic. So I'm like, yeah, you might want to put just a little bit weight back on, but he's looking good. He's feeling good. And quite frankly, that's what the journey is all about. Feeling better. Oh, you guys are saying hi to each other. Oh, Lisa's here. I still have a hard time seeing me out this way, although it's nice to be able to pick something off the rack and it actually fits. I haven't worked on this, like this part of my head, I have not worked on because it's interesting to me, Lisa. I don't know if you have this problem, but when other people take pictures of you, it may not always be in the right angle. And I always wonder, like, what do I look like in other people's pictures? And I have not seen anything that has, like, oh, yeah, I've lost the weight, has gotten to that point because I'm still looking at them going, I still see the old me, which is really odd. I know that's weird. Um, and then I wore a pair of gym pants the other day, and when I bought them, I should have gone up 2 sizes. I'm just keeping it honest. And yesterday I was kind of like going, they're kind of getting big. I may have to go get some more gym pants. It's kind of weird. But when I first bought them, they were like, I probably shouldn't have been wearing them, that kind of thing. So, but I'm really, honestly, it's not about looks for me. This is about health. I've had a lot of health things come up. Um, and, I'm trying to just take charge of that. I was asked by my primary care if I had a final number in mind of where I wanted to get to. And the answer is no. And I'll tell y'all, it's no. Um, my thing is, I mean, we're all getting older. My grays are showing. Thank you, Sir Grace. So anyhow, I just want to be healthy and I want to be lean and I want to be strong. That's like the goals that I've got. And then my primary care, she said, well, why don't we get you out of the obese category? And I said, okay, but I don't need a number. You just tell me when, and then we'll go from there. She said, fine. And then my trainer asked me the same question. He said, where are we going with this? What's the goal? And he just brought it up like same week as my primary care. And I said, I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. I just want to be lean. I want to be healthy and I want to be strong. And I want to reverse the long term with this medical stuff. I'm tired of getting diagnosed with something new. And in fact, I just had another diagnosis this past week. And it's just, I'm like, okay, when is this going to stop? So, I'm trying to be proactive. We're all getting older. I'm getting older. So it's more about health than it is vanity things. But it is weird putting clothes on and you're going, okay, this is weird. So I haven't worked on this yet. I'm just working on the health part is the way I see it. Oh, you're getting dinner, so you can't watch chat. So she's going to say hi to everybody and she's just listening in. Yeah, let's see here. What was that? Yeah, don't end up looking like Lou Ferragamo. Right? Right? I don't want to, I just want to be healthy. Yeah, and Lisa looks amazing. Yeah, Lisa has been a real source of support for me in talking to her. We both started out with the same meds, and then she switched over to the one that I'm taking. I think you're on the one for diabetics, and I'm on the one for weight loss. But essentially, it's the same generic brand of medications, and so it's just really been nice. And then I have a sister-in-law that has done it too, and she was on Wegovy. She lost 110 pounds on Wegovy and then switched over to Zepbound because she plateaued out and she's not done with her journey. I was talking to her last weekend and she said she's got a little bit more to go. She doesn't know her end number either, but she said, it's just really nice to be able to feel better and have more energy again. I'm like, yeah, that's like the big thing. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Oh, Miss Ann, she said, hey, Glenda, girl, I was looking at you on Facebook with your beautiful market. She did the farmer's market today, so she had her display up, and I haven't had a chance to go back and say something, but I watched the video. I'm just going to tell you, You're doing good, girl. And I think that they love you. I think you're there. I think you're there. Let's see here. What did he say? Doge, dose of Glenda air day. That's right. I don't know if people can handle that, but here I am, Um, let's see here. What did he? Lean, mean chicken raising machine. That's right. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but Chloe Kardashian. I'm not a Kardashian person. Trust me, that has nothing to do with that. But I called her Chloe Kardashian. She was in the Broody Breaker this week, and I was taking her back out to the flock to reintroduce her. We don't have any roosters. We have no need for a broody chicken. We're not raising, or we're not hatching out eggs. So we put our girls in broody jail to break them of it. They go into a kennel in the garage. They have fans on. They listen to country music. They get out. They get loved on. They get treats. It sounds horrible, but it's really not. There's lots of love involved. But she was done, or so we thought. She may be going back in. But anyhow, I was taking her out, and I was just holding her like you'd hold a chicken, and she didn't like it. And the next thing I know, she's flapping all over the place, and up on the shoulder she went. And I'm like, isn't this the crazy chicken life? So I had to share it with you guys. I thought it was funny. For whatever reason, my chickens all love perching up on my shoulders after being in broody jail, and I don't know why. Coco was in broody jail, and the same thing happened. She wanted to be up on my shoulder. I let her be there for a minute, and then I told Sir Grace, I said, no, I'm going to put her down. She's like a dog. And he's like, okay. So I put her down on the ground, and I said, come on, Coco. And she followed me. And I'm like, come on, Coco. And she just kept following me until she got back to her flock mates. And she stays really close. It's funny. She really is like a dog. But she got right back into the flock, and that's where she's at. So it only happened a half an hour ago. But yes, we've been out there with them. My cat is watching chat for me. He may or may not push something. Well, hello, sweet kitty, kitty, kitty. I wish I had some treats I'd share with your kitty cat. Let's see here. Miss Ann is saying hi to everybody, and Scott was saying hi back. And then, oh, you are so welcome. That just looked absolutely beautiful. You're doing a great job, and I hope you had a successful day. I know you had to have, because girl, I know you got some really good products out there. I'm just saying. Oh, wait a minute. They seem to love me a little bit now. Oh, I think they love you a lot. I think you're just minimizing it, because what's not to love about Miss Ann? I mean, really. And then, yes, my chickadees, happy and spoiled. I do. I have some of the most spoiled chickens. They are treat trained, except for Chloe. There's something up with that girl. I can't seem to get her to come back to me with treats. So I really look like a real chicken lady going and trying to catch her, which is a lot of fun. If you've ever tried to catch a chicken, not so much fun. But the rest of the flock, all I have to go is chick treats, and they come running as fast as they can, because they know I'm about to go and toss those treats out, and it's let's go, let's go, let's go. So I never worry about my girls getting out, because they're treat trained. I'll just call them back. It's no big deal. But except for Chloe. Chloe's my crazy one. Hey, Teresa, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great weekend. And then let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. So I guess I'm going to share some things with you guys. I wish it was completely done. I didn't have enough time, because it's just been one of those busy days. But I don't know if any of you guys ever, if you guys ever grow flowers for your own bouquets. I do. And I love fresh flowers in my house. And a few years ago, I decided that if I really want them, I need to grow them. So Grace can't drive to the store and buy me flowers. And besides, they're kind of expensive. And yeah, I would rather have things that I want. So I have to show you what I've been growing, which I think are so pretty. They're in a bucket of water. I buy vases from thrift stores, so they will end up in a beautiful vase. But I am growing some of the most prettiest roses right now. Check that out. I just thought that was so pretty. This rose bush was given to me by Sir Grace for Christmas. And oh my gosh. And then I've also been growing, I don't know what kind of bush this is. I bought it at Lowe's. They had them on clearance for $1 a couple of years ago, and I went in and I bought them. But isn't that just so stinking gorgeous? I love like the softness of it. So that's going to be some of my fillers. And then I like to grow peonies, and my neighbor um, passed away, and her family took out the peony bushes. And I said, I know this might be crazy, but could I have that peony bush? And look at that peony. I just thought that is just so beautiful, and it smells so good. And then I got to show this rose. This came from my son and his wife, who's texting me right now. It's kind of funny, but I got that for my birthday. This particular, no, I got this one for Christmas. No, this one's for Christmas. I got one for my birthday too, but oh my goodness, I cannot wait to make a bouquet of flowers, and I'll share it with you guys what it looks like in the end. Um, and I'm growing marshmallow. I want to know. Okay, so I'm growing marshmallow. I've been growing it for 2 years. I read up on it, and I know the health benefits for it. And they said that you need to grow it for 2 years and then dig up the roots, and that's what you use. Well, can you use the top part for anybody who grows marshmallow? Can you use the top? This is marshmallow. It's pretty. It'll have the prettiest little white flowers coming off of it. It's just not right. Not yet. It's coming soon. So I'm kind of curious if y'all grow marshmallow, what do you do with it? I've waited the 2 years, so we're there. And then Aunt Lynn, if you're watching, my cousin, who they call Bubba, which is funny, gave me some seeds. If I can get them out. He gave me some seeds for carnations. There we go. And I started them last year, and they produced flowers for the first time this year. They've got a spicy, sweet scent to them. So tell Bubba carnations came up. And then I love this one. This is the last one I'm going to show. This is bachelor's buttons. And it's, if you guys have weddings to go to, these make great gifts. The seeds do. And the way that this was given to me was I went to my bonus daughter's bridal shower before she was my bonus daughter. And her mother had like a sweet little gift for me as the mother of the groom. And she knew I was a crazy chicken lady. So she bought me, she said, I know someday we'll have grandkids between the two of us because they wanted kids. And so she bought me a crazy chicken lady's book about putting the baby chickens to bed. And it's real sweet. And then she gave me a sweet candle, and there's a little private story with the candle. And then she said, I know you like to garden. I know you grow your own flowers, and I do my vegetables too. But she said, your son is a bachelor at the time he was, and bachelor is, the blue for the groom's side, and he's as cute as a button. And I took the seeds and I put them out in the garden, and they come back every year. I just love it. Oh, and then one last thing, different son, but at their wedding, I got seeds for these. It was just a wildflower mix, and they come back every year. So that is a sweet thing. I don't know. I love it. something from each of the kids' weddings. My daughter didn't do anything like that, um, but I have it for my boys, which is so, so cool. Okay, let me go back and see what you guys thought. Oh, good. Okay. Did I have KFC last night? Randy. Randy, no, no KFC. All the girls are accounted for. But thank you so much for being here. And so beautiful, gorgeous. I love them. I love growing flowers. Have literally here, I should have showed this. Oh, I've got the big old Tractor Supply 5-gallon bucket, and it's literally they're all down in there. It's full of flowers. So after the show, I'm going to go downstairs and make a bouquet with them because I love having flowers around the house. So beautiful. Oh, and you're saying hi to one another. Lovely. Love them all. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Yes, they are. They're so pretty. Oh, Jennifer, what'd you say? I have all kinds growing to cut: snapdragons, sweet peas, peony, asters, carnations, zinnias, etc. Oh, isn't that the best? You can go to the grocery store and buy flowers, but honestly, I'm not going to spend $15 or up, depending on where you're going, to buy myself flowers. So I like growing them, and in the summertime, I have different times of the summer, spring and summer that come up, depending on what they are. I've done peonies. In fact, or not peonies, poppies. And I've got some poppies going right now. A little bit late to the game, but they're coming in. That's okay. But I love going out and just cutting them. And then I'll find unique vases from thrift stores, and they just kind of like spill. So I'll have to show you what I do with them, but I let them just kind of do a spilly thing. Let's see here. What did you say? I bought a peace rose bush last year. I spent 15 years trying to find one. I've never heard of a peace rose bush. What color is it? I'm kind of nosy. These I request for my birthday and for Christmas, a rose bush. They've gone up in price. But at the time that I started this, they were like $30. And I figured, well, that's about what they spend on me for both of it, for both birthday and for Christmas. So I'm going to ask for a rose bush. And at first, some of them were worried in the family that I would be upset because I would have to wait for my gift to actually arrive. But I'm like, no, it's the gift that keeps on giving, especially if it's at Christmas, because it's in the dead of winter and I know this thing is coming and I have time to read about it and learn about it and figure out where I'm going to put it at. And then when it comes, it's like a second Christmas gift. I think it's awesome. And yeah, that's how I do mine, but they're all David Austin roses. They're from England originally. And I used to live over in England, so I wanted things from each of the places I live on my property. And so that represents England. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do about Japan. I've been looking at a Japanese maple, but I'm not 100% certain if I want to push the button because they're kind of pricey. But we'll figure it out. You like roasted marshmallows? Well, there you go. I don't know enough about marshmallow to say. I was wondering if you knew. I know that you dig the roots up and it's like good for coughs, which is really good during the winter. I'm gonna be giving it a try. I've been waiting 2 years because they say wait 2 years before you dig the roots. Marshmallow grows wild like dandelions. Oh my gosh, I could see that because where I have it, I have woven ground fabric down. In the garden just because I can't keep up with weeding. I'm sorry, I have a busy life. And so I put woven ground fabric down a couple of years ago and I do rotation, like the crop rotation. So things aren't being planted in the same place every year because I just don't feel like digging it back up. And right away, I mean, you could and then till it all and put all the goodness in, but I'm going to add compost and I'm going to add my chicken manure to it. It's fine. But anyhow, whenever the marshmallow has its flowers and then the seed come in, it goes everywhere. And all I have to do is take a broom and a dustpan, and I know it sounds weird, but on the woven ground fabric, that's how I clean it up. And I've not had a problem with it spreading, but I could absolutely see that being a problem if it's out in a field. Yeah, yes, very thoughtful. I think that's where I want things that the gift that keeps on giving. I've kind of gotten to that point. Um, there are things that I like, and I'm a pretty simple person. You don't have to spend a ton of money on me, but like a rose bush is so cool, or a pack of seeds. I love seeds. I'm very simple, and you don't have to spend a ton, but I love being able to spread things out and then going back and picking, year after year, especially the perennial stuff. So, see if I get this right. Most people go to weddings for cake, but you go for seeds. All the seeds. All the seeds. The second one, this particular flower, it had other seeds in there, different kinds, and they're not big enough to put in a bouquet arrangement, but they are out there. And yes, I go for them because listen, Randy, listen, not Linda, Randy, listen. No. They're great for pollinators too. And that is what I want. I want to attract those pollinators for all the things that I'm growing in that garden. And so, yes, if you find a wedding close to me, Randy, let me know if they got seeds. I'm heading in. We're going to just go in. I'm there for the seeds. We'll just get a little dance and then pick up the seeds and go on. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Oh, you guys are saying hi. Oh, Scott's in the house. Hey, Scott. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate you. Let's see here. What did she say? I was here when she went live, and then my computer acted up, so I'm back. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Hopefully your computer is working now. She's bonkers. I am bonkers. I'm gonna go to weddings and collect the seeds. And yeah, I am bonkers. Let's see here. It's yellow and pink, and I found it at Walmart, of all places, in the garden center last year for $20. Oh my gosh. Wow, you got a good deal. Let's see. I go to the wedding for the wedding and the cake. See, she's got her priorities straight for most people. But me, I'm like, they got seeds, and yeah, what else can I grow in my garden? That's what I like. And then the other thing I like to do is grow herbs, not only for eating and not only for my chickens and not only for pest control. I often take herbs and I'll put them in bouquets. Some of my favorite ones are like the cinnamon basil, because they've got like the purple look to them and they add that purple hue. Anise hyssop is another one that I like to put in there, but I can't put anise hyssop into floral arrangements for my mom because she's allergic to it. But I love the scent that it brings on. Let me think. One of the other things that I actually am growing this year, I did it a couple of years ago. I grew spoon tomatoes, and they're like the tomatoes are like as big as my pinky. And no, I don't eat them. I use them for floral arrangements. And the way that I do it is I'll have it kind of like go straight up and then come around and curve back under. And it helps to like hold flowers like a flower frog, if you know what I'm talking about. They're like a little round disc and they've got holes in it. Well, you can do that. You can use plants to make a natural like a flower frog. So I'll use those spoon tomatoes for that reason too. And I'll just find things and then just kind of like have some really big, beautiful bouquets sitting around the house. And yeah, it's neat. Scott, we knew about her, just saying. Well, yeah, you've known about me for quite some time. I'm kind of that way, the party crasher that gets seeds. But I love growing all the vegetables too. We've got all the tomatoes in the ground now, and all the peppers are in, All the survival seeds are planted now. I'm really glad that that's done. Um, I did direct seed sow with the survival seeds, so we'll wait for those to come up. I haven't done a video. I was just kind of in a hurry to get those seeds in the ground. So we'll see what happens. Um, and I am struggling for some reason. The Kajari melons haven't broken the ground yet. So I'm not sure if those seeds were viable or not. So I think I'm going to have to go back out and put some more down in there because I love my Kajari melons and I missed them last year. I think the seed I had may have not been good. So I ordered new seeds and they're downstairs waiting to go out. But all of the cucumbers have broken the ground. The muskmelons are popping up. Let me think what else. I've got lavender. I grew a bunch of lavender, and they will not be ready for cutting until probably next year. They're maybe like this tall is how big they are right now. They take a little while to get up and get going. So they'll be ready for next year. And then the ones from last year, I went out and a lot of them already got their stems going up with the purple flowers at the top. And yeah, they're doing good. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Another thing that I did last year is I went to a local herbal garden, Antland. It's the one that you know of, the one that we went for Mother's Day, and did a class on how to grow herbs and what some of the herbs are used for. I had never tried a toothache plant ever, and that was different. I think they also call it the aspirin plant. I think I'm calling it the right thing. But it tasted weird, but I had a headache and wow, that took care of it. Not a migraine, just a headache. And it took care of that pain. So I've really been trying to grow more herbs and understand how to take care of them and to grow them. I know there's controversy with organic product, but I like to keep things as natural as possible. Um, so I do look for organic or all natural. Hang on a second. I just saw something real quick that came through. Um, Lavender is a little stubborn. Lavender does not like to be sitting in a lot of water either. And they don't like fertilizer a whole lot, just a little, but don't like go crazy overboard with them. If you can put them in a pot, a little bit of sand too would help with them. I learned that from my neighbor when I lived in England. She taught me how to grow lavender and she's like, they don't like being waterlogged. You can make a grid over the top. Yep, I've done that many of times. And then you can also take branches off of trees and make your own. If you get like a willow tree, which I don't have willow, but I do have magnolia that has a lot of suckers. So I use those suckers. If you cut them and then loop them over, you can't, because they're pliable, they're bendable. You can make a frog out of natural things too, which is kind of cool. There's so many ways of doing it. It's really interesting. They offer classes during the spring and summer. Yes, they do. And so one of the things that I learned about is a product, and I'm not selling or anything, but I just want to share this with you. And it's called AgroThrive. And let me just say, this stuff has really helped me with my garden. Last year, I had more tomatoes than what I knew what to do with, and I didn't grow as many plants. Like the year before that, I had 63 tomato plants, and Jesse knows it because he kept teasing me about the 63 tomato plants. But last year, I didn't have as many. I have fallen in love with this fertilizer. It's just a general liquid fertilizer. And this year, I've decided to go ahead and add on for the fruit and flower. And the reason I'm showing both of these is because I'm going to give away one of these tonight. So stick around. But this is what this is what they use at that nursery for fertilizer. It feeds the soil. It's really good for the micronutrients down below. And I'm telling you, I've had really good good success with it. It also, I want to read this right. It says that they're the AgroThrive is sustainably manufactured the world's fast-acting liquid fertilizer for USDA certified farmers of all sizes across the U.S. who supply our local grocery stores with the fresh organic produce that ends up on our dinner plate. So they supply the industry, which is really interesting. And when I did the class, she said that that's all that they use in this nursery. They just use AgroThrive. Now, they do use other things, but for fertilizer, this is all they use. And they try to go the natural way with like also she'll order ladybugs and all the things, praying mantis and to help out with that. Actually, Jesse, I have a link. And so if you go into my about section, you will see that I have a link and there is a little bit, I have I can get a little bit of a kickback with it. So let's see here. Actually, what I can do is if you get your smartphone out, if you're on your computer and you get your smartphone out, you can actually take your phone and hit that QR code, and that'll take you straight to the website. And if you use that, then I do get a little bit of a commission with them. You're going to finish planting your tomatoes. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And then you can get it. I think you can get it on Amazon, but hit that QR code before you do that. And that's my affiliate link. It'll take you straight to it. I can't say enough good things about it. I used it last year. Actually, I mean, I used this one only last year. It just was like going, which one do I want to try, and see if I like it. And I really like this one. This is my new one for this year. Actually, I don't have this size. I have the gallon size because 1 gallon will last me an entire season. And that's me going out every 2 weeks and just kind of putting a little bit down and staying on a schedule with fertilizing the produce and the flowers and all the things. But it came highly recommended to me. Rebel at Heart's here. Hey, girl, I'm so glad you're here. No problem. I watch on the TV too. So thank you for being here. But yeah, it's a really good product. And because I have an affiliate link now, I'm able to give away. They sent me these little sizes. So I'm going to let y'all pick which one you would like for whoever wins. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So I don't have the hashtag tool. So let me grab a pen, which I did not grab. Hang on a second. Let me grab it. And I'm going to write down a number. Let's see here. And that way, we're going to do a number system here. So we're going to go a number. Let's see, we got 17 people in. And you have to be in the U.S. because I can't ship anywhere else. It's got to be the lower 48. So if your personal address is in the U.S., then you can qualify. I'm so sorry for those who are in Canada that I just can't afford. It would be really expensive to send that out. Let me write down a number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the word start, and my number is written down. And I'm going to write that right there. So a number between 1 and 100. You can keep going, keep writing your numbers out. If I see the number, we're going to, I'll say stop, but go ahead and let's write your numbers in. I absolutely cannot say enough good things about this stuff. It smells like the fish stuff, but let's see here. The general purpose, it's a 332 and it makes 2 gallons. And the fruit and flour is a 335 and it does 2 gallons as well. So keep putting, I haven't seen the number come across yet. So keep putting in your numbers. You can go as fast as you want. I'm just going to keep making sure I didn't miss it up at the top. Okay, good. There we are. Just checking. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And we're going to keep, boy, there's some that are really close. Real close. Keep going. Okay, keep going. Gosh. Ooh, another one just came across that's really close. Went over, but you're close. Ah, someone's like one number away. One. Oh, stop. I'm going to write stop. Okay. So where it says stop, let me just make sure because I want to make sure because I do see a winner that actually got the number. Scott, it's 1 and 100. 720. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure. Going through. Gosh, there's so many people that are like so close. All right. And the winner is, oh goodness, just making sure. Believe it or not, it's Aunt Lynn. Aunt Lynn, you got it right on. It's backwards. I'm sorry. It's 61. Aunt Lynn, you are the winner for tonight. So I just need to know, which one do you want? Do you want the general purpose or do you want the fruit and flower? You get one. So whoops, as I'm dropping them around, let me grab that one. Fell out of my hand. Breaking the product. Here we go. That's okay. She won. Aunt Lynn, you won. So which one do you want? Let's see here. Do you want the general purpose or do you want the fruit and flower? Just being nosy. Need to know. And then my recommendation is you want the general purpose. Okay. Aunt Lynn gets the general purpose. Let me put that on there. All right. Well, just because I feel like, yeah, saves on shipping. Let's go ahead and let's do it again. And this time it'll be for the flower. Aunt Lynn, your name's on here. Now I got it for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the fruit and flower. Let me get rid of this one. We'll do it on a different color. That was green. So we're going to put it on orange. And okay, I've got my number down. So we're going to do it one more, and this will be for the fruit and flower. So between 1 and 100. And go. It's on orange this time. So it's a different number. You are so welcome, Aunt Lynn. Yeah, Scott was super close. I mean, that big old number that he had. But my recommendation is half of it, if you don't have a watering can, half of it into a gallon, like a 1 gallon water jug. You can do it that way and then just pour it on. It would make 2 of them. It's because it's made for 2 gallons. Keep going. I haven't seen anything remotely close yet. There is I just have to highlight that. Scott. Okay, somebody got super close. Oh, wow. Making sure yeah, wow. But went over super, super, super close. I'm still looking. Oh, stop. We have a winner. Let me write stop. Okay. And the number was 2. And that goes to Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Jennifer, you won. So I need your address. And I will get that out in the mail. Do you have a US address? Because I won't ship to Canada. Sorry. Just let me know in the comments below. Scott with his 400. Thank you, Scott, for participating. You get participation points. And again, participation points. And again, participation points. Yeah. Scott got it, didn't he? Scott's doing good. No, Jennifer, you won. I just need to know if you have a US address. Yes, I'll email you my US address in a few minutes. Awesome. Congratulations. I'll get that in the mail to you, and I'd like to hear what both of you guys think about it. I've had really good success with it, and I'm really excited to give the flower one a try. But let's see here. Except she has a US address. Yep, I need the US address. But if you guys want to purchase it, hit that QR code. It's just a small kickback. And I would appreciate it. It's not a lot, I promise you, but they were kind enough to send me out some samples so I can share with you guys. But yeah, I've got the big gallon size downstairs, and I went ahead tonight and put it on all of my flowers that I'm growing. And I did use the general purpose, the one that Aunt Lynn, I used that actually on my flowers because I hadn't gotten the other one. And I think that kind of helped. That you should see this bush that's up front that I have. This thing is actually like, let me put a couple together so you get an idea. Like, this is what it looks like outside. Like, and it's about 4 feet wide and maybe like 3 feet tall. And it's just all these pink blooms. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did not understand the assignment. Well, I think that's what big brothers do. I think that they need to have their sisters kind of thunk them over the head a couple times, so that way they understand the assignment, you know. Let's see here. I think Scott should get detention for not following the rules. Maybe, there is the timeout corner. Actually, if he calls again, I might drop him back in the poo again. Poo. Like I did the one time on accident. There goes my phone. We were having a conversation. I see, sisters don't understand the assignment either. I thought I was supposed to like go ahead and book like right away for dining for the cruise, and I was looking for all the free stuff, and I was excited I got something for free, and he's telling me, he's like, no, you get 2 free dinings, and I just went kaplunk. There goes my phone right into the chicken poo, and he went face first into the chicken poo. Not lying. Yes, I washed off my phone. I used a antibacterial wipe to get it all clean. But, I just put them right straight into the chicken poo. It was a funny moment. And you did try. We'll give you a participation trophy. That's what we'll give you. It's this big. It was super nice of them. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool. And I have a couple more. So we'll be doing another giveaway at some point with them. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it for the Saturday show or the Talk About It Tuesday. So it might be Talk About It Tuesday. You have to come check us out on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, where Karma, Lewis Acre Farm, and I just talk about whatever we want to on Tuesday nights. It's just a fun show. And once a month, we do a giveaway. This past week was actually the giveaway night. And she gave away some products from a local honey store. And also a magnet from Babby Farm, which is where her husband works at. And then I gave away an elderberry syrup making kit from one of my favorite stores. And I know the person already got it because I got notified of it. So yeah, so next month, I don't know, maybe I'll use it for that, or maybe I'll have something else and we'll have a couple of giveaways. Who knows? I'll come up with something. But yeah, they are super super beautiful that this bush. I don't even know what it is. I wish I had left the tag on it. I probably should just get my phone out and take a like a Google search on it. Um, I only paid $1 for it from Lowe's when they were on clearance a couple of years ago, and I bought 3 of them. And I wish I had bought more because I didn't quite know what I was buying. I'm like, hey, it's $1. Again, with the cheap stuff, cheap and free. That's my language. And they have really paid for themselves more than for $1. I mean, just they're so beautiful. And then I use them in flower arrangements. So I've definitely gotten my money out of it. $1 each and 3 of them. So that's $3. I did that with one. And then I did one with it's a sedum. I bought a sedum for $1 and I just keep like taking it apart and putting it in different places. And I love sedums because you can put them in pots. They like crummy soil. They like drought. If you, people are texting, I'm sorry. They like just being neglected. And that's my kind of gardening when I'm focused on my vegetables and the flowers. Anything else I like to neglect. If you knew me personally, you'd know I kill a lot of plants. So, oh goodness, they're like, I don't know how to turn that off. I apologize. We'll just leave it like that. Let's see. Ginger, you can't do them 2 things at the same time. Yeah. Well, aw, I'm trying to remind her Jelly before she hurts herself. Oh, yeah, Kelly before she hurts herself. Okay. Okay. And I know. I must I bring up the eating issue? Yeah. So, I mean, I think it got resolved, but I still think maybe I might go back and get it again and, hit it and go, Scott, it was free. I need some friends to sit with me for dinner. We'll see. I might do it just because I'm just that way. You know, Scott is co-host with me Wednesday. That is correct. For those who follow the Ann Lynn Show, if you don't, why aren't you going to the Ann Lynn Show on Wednesdays? You should. They're a lot of fun. Aunt Lynn is my real life aunt, and Ann is my real life mother. And they host a fun show on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. And unfortunately, this week, Mama has an appointment that I'm going with her to. And so she will not be available. And Scott said yes to being a co-host. I know it's going to be double toil and trouble. They're probably going to talk about all the crazy things that my mother and I have done, like, putting Scott in chicken poo and maybe some of like the practical jokes that my mom has tried doing on Aunt Lynn. I know it'll be like a tell-all show. You just watch. But it'll be a lot of fun. So Wednesday at 10 a.m., be sure to go over and check out the Ann Lynn Show because it's going to be hosted by by Scott and by my aunt. So I'm really excited about that one. And then I do apologize. My kiddos are blowing up my phone and you're going to hear all the dings. I can't help it. I don't know how to turn that off yet. So maybe if Jesse knows how to turn off the text messaging, because they're just going crazy on that one. Kids are. But I love my kiddos as they keep dinging. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's going to be kind of a funny show. Mom's not going to be there to tell about her practical joke. But it was pretty funny. I'm just saying. Mom got hit again. If it's free, it's for me. Yes, all the free things, all the free. Oh, Joey's praying for Aunt Lynn. Oh goodness, it's gonna be funny. Free, I'm in. Okay, I have to put this up here. Does the ding mean the brownies are ready? Right? My kids are in a group text and they're just having fun. They're picking on each other and I love it. As a mama, I'm watching this go down. I'm reading and I'm live at the same time going, Oh, they're all adults and I miss having them at home. And so when I get to see them picking on each other and in love, it's a lot of fun. And I know that they're not watching because they're texting each other. I mean, unless one of them is watching and going, mom is alive and everybody else knows that we're blowing her phone up right now. I just want the text message. Hey kiddo, if you're watching, I just need to know what time dinner is. If you could like tell me, and I like all the foods. And Joey's coming with us and he would like some brownies. So get the brownies going too. Okay. Just saying. That's what happens when you're popular and you need to have a secretary. Right. Right. Um, oh boy, two troublemakers. It's gonna be a fun-filled show. And he is my real internet brother. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. If they do talk about you, Glenda, deny it all. I'm gonna be like, I don't know what they talked about. I wasn't even in the show. I was dealing with my mama, and God love her, she had to hold on to the bar because I'm driving us down the road. That I'll be like, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I just know that it is going to be a lot of fun. Um, you know, it putting the two of them together, you're in for a good laugh. Just saying. You're blessed. The kids are texting. Sometimes grown kids get busy. They do. They do. Well, Mama blew it up this morning. Well, actually, this afternoon with the graduation. The kiddos had various things going on today where they couldn't come in for graduation and for one of our family members. And so I, of course, sent them all the pictures and they're cheering on at the beginning. And now some of them are out of work and now they're all blowing each other's phones, blowing, with the texting and having fun, how adult kids are. But I need to figure out how to shut it off when I'm live. So that way it doesn't bother you guys. Of course, Joey would ask about the brownies, right? Kids, get the brownies going and make sure you get the ice cream too, because Joey likes them out of the oven with a scoop of ice cream on top. Get it going, kiddo. Let's see here. My kids don't watch me. Sometimes one of mine does. And then one of my bonus daughters will watch mom and Aunt Lynn while she's at work. She'll turn them on in the background. She's a lurker, a true lurker. But the one that watches me, my kiddo, sometimes she just watches to see if her mama's live. And then this is when I should dish the dirt, right? About the kids. No, there ain't no dirt. They're all good kids. But, we can make them blush if they watched. But I love my kiddos. They're good. They're all three so different, but they're good kids. Ginger, I like good homemade, fresh out of the oven brownie. You can send the brownies to Georgia, Glenda. I don't know if the ice cream will melt, though, by the time it gets to Georgia's, but maybe the brownies will be okay. Let's see here. It sounds like they take after mom, grandma, and aunt with the joking. Yes. And actually, what's funny is when I played the joke on mom, I sent each of the kids the video from YouTube before I did it live. I put it unlisted and I said, I want you guys to know what your mama just did. And one of them shot me back and said, I didn't know you had that in you to do that. And just busted a gut. And I'm like, you really don't know your mama, do you? You better be careful now that you're an adult because mama strikes in ways that you don't know. But yeah, press the top button with the volume slide. Okay, press the top button. If I just go like this and now can you hear me if I do it that way? Maybe that'll work. Okay, we'll see if that works. I have to threaten our kids to have them watch an Not for Nothing Homestead video. I don't have to threaten my kiddos, but I just sometimes force them, and then they're like, really? And then I see them texting each other, which when kids are texting each other in front of you, they're talking about you. You know how that works? I think I think y'all have what, 3 kids too? So when they're sitting in the same room and they're just like texting, I'm like, hello, I'm right here. We have conversation with our mouths, not with the texting. What are you saying? But I know that they're like, can you believe what mom's doing again? Oh my gosh, I can believe it. I'm sure that's what they do, but that's okay. I love my kiddos. I can't hear people talk, but I can hear a brownie timer and all those dings going off, right? I mean, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, there's brownies to be made. We love brownies around here, but I'll tell you what we actually like a little bit more. We like s'mores. We love to get the fire pit going, and then we we make s'mores using Reese's peanut butter cups or Kit Kats or what's the other way? Payday bars. Okay, so a text went through. Did you guys hear it? Because now it's, yep, here they go. They're tech. One of them must be watching and waiting to see if the ding goes through. So tell me if you guys heard it because I'm being nosy. But anyhow, we like to make s'mores with, I'm trying not to laugh because, okay, they are like having too much fun. Um, we like to make s'mores with all kinds of candies. Okay, can somebody hear all that texting? Can you let me know? Because I've turned the volume down. So Scott, can you hear it or not? Anyhow, but yeah, we like to do s'mores, which is like our favorite thing over brownies. But anyhow, well, you guys, I have been on for a little over an hour and let's see, you don't hear the ding. Okay, good. So that's what I'll do going forward. I'll turn the volume down. I promise you, Miss Ann, like since I turned it down, um, there has been, I don't have my phone with me. There's been at least 7 messages since I turned the volume down. When I say my kids are going, "Da, da, 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 ching, da, 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 ching," I'm not even playing. They're blowing my phone up. And we want the ding back. Well, do I dare? Because I'm afraid Miss Ann might have her earbuds in. I don't know if I want the dinging in her ears. I'm going to be kind of kind with that one. Yeah, they are they're going to town. And you know what? That makes my mama heart happy to see them doing that. I mean, honestly, I love watching them talk to each other and reading through, the messages. But the dings are Glenda's thoughts. Ding, ding. But I love that they're texting back again, texting one another. Wait a minute. Is that yes. Wait a minute. Is that what your kids do, texting? Yeah. I hate texting. It's like the worst thing in the world. But it makes me happy to see my kiddos texting one another. Nope. Okay. You can have fun reading the messages now. And I do have earbuds in. Yeah, I don't want to hurt Miss Ann's ears. So I'm going to keep the volume off because I'm telling you, they are having a lot of fun texting each other. And there's some goofy things being said and a lot of picking on with one another and then reminiscing too. So I've seen that come through and I've gotten some of those GIFs too. So we'll see what they're all about in a bit. Oh, Ronald's birthday is tomorrow. Would you do me a favor, Rebecca, and wish him a happy birthday? Yesterday was Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave. It was his birthday. That's my stepdad. And so, yes, we love all of our birthday people. Please give everybody a hug that has a birthday. We need to see your interpretation again. Ding, ding. And then it's like, it's funny to, you sit there and you're like, oh my, there goes the SpongeBob memes and the, all the GIFs and all the things. Yeah, it's funny. And then sometimes they'll send TikTok videos, and I'm not on TikTok, so I can't open them up, but then I see that they're all laughing and having a good time. And yeah, that's what's so important to me, that they just let them blow it my phone up. But what's funny, okay, back up. So unless one of them is watching, I don't think they realize that mom is in the chat. I think they think it's their group chat. And yeah, it's one that I'm in. And so I get to see what they're actually saying. So they better be nice and say good things about their mama and their daddy, and they're gonna make brownies and bring them over so Joey can have some brownies too, and a scoop of ice cream with the brownies, you know. Big brother to the rescue. Yes. Oh, and then there we go. This is one. Happy birthday to Ronald. I hope he's seeing this, Rebecca. They're all saying happy birthday to your brother. Oh, Linda was here. No ding on my side, but AT&T connection is bad tonight, and comes and goes. Lynn, Joey, and Scott, Rebecca, happy birthday to Ronald also. Oh, so she's saying hi to everybody. And yes, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're not. Sometimes I know, like, I've been unsubscribed from people and I keep going, why haven't I seen this video, or why haven't I heard from this person? And then I go back in and somehow I'm unsubscribed. So always check that from time to time. And even if you're interacting with other channels, it happens. So it's happened several times with Scott, and I'm like, that's my big brother. I shouldn't be unsubscribed. And it's happened with Miss Ann, and it's happened with Ginger, not for nothing. And I'm just like, I wait, and I'm like, I know that they have videos. I know that they have lives. Am I still subscribed? And then I go back and I'm like, oh, I'm not. So yeah, definitely check to make sure you're subscribed to all of the ones that you're wanting to watch. Oh, and then that's from Aunt Lynn. Happy birthday to your brother. Well, you guys, I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been a lot of fun. I genuinely look forward to every Saturday night, just sitting back and having a chat with each of you guys. It really brightens up my day. And I always look forward to the following week. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Love on one another. Thank those who have served in our armed forces, and just keep in mind that Monday, there are going to be a lot of veterans thinking about the ones that they lost on the battlefield. So throw your arms around them and allow them that space to take time to think about their fellow brother or their fellow sister in armed forces. And if you have served this country, thank you so much for serving on the country I so dearly love. Without you guys, I would not have the freedoms I have. So a big heart and a big love to each of you guys. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. And don't forget, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Talk About It Tuesday. So come on back and let's have a chat. We'll see you guys next week, or actually see you Tuesday. Bye.